Hello and welcome back to Dishonored 2. We find ourselves at the ruined, abandoned, possibly abandoned, Manor of Aramis Stilton. This is a very interesting point in the storyline because, from what we understand about this, 3 years ago a strange ritual was conducted in this manor involving Aramis Stilton and Delilah Copperspoon, the person, of course, we are trying to take down. We don't know much about it, but what we do know is that after this ritual was conducted, this mansion was sealed off from the rest of Karnaca by a extremely hard to solve puzzle lock. A lock that was not particularly hard to solve if you are my girlfriend, because she nailed it, but apart from that, it's fairly challenging. Anyway, we did it the long way, by pulling favours for the overseers and taking down the howlers. We are now in here and we are ready to explore, and I have a feeling, I already get a slight vibe about this of the sort of like the Shalebridge Cradle from Thief Deadly Shadows, which is one of the greatest
Stilton
levels.
Sealed off from the rest of the district.
You don't say. One of the greatest levels in PC game history would be the Shalebridge Cradle from Thief Deadly Shadows. I will hopefully get to that game at some point in the future, but for now let's have a look in here. Yeah, it's looking very ruined. There are trees growing in it and stuff. There are also collectibles. There's a rune up there, quite close. Several bone charms and another rune.
I know you think I don't belong here, insufferable elitist.
Is that Stilton?
Okay, so Stilton is still in here and still alive. That's interesting.
The Duke is paying the howlers to drop food for Stilton.
I think they're afraid.
Okay, so he appears to be sat at the piano in this room. We can't quite see him. Looks like we may be able to...
Getting started soon. The Duke's beloved is coming back.
Very interesting. So, it looks like we can fall down from above anyway. That looks like the way we need to go. Pratchett jelly deals, classic.
The Duke and I were hunting, but the deer had...
This is all getting very creepy, and it also was very reminiscent of a TV series from last year called Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, which was done by the BBC and was also shown in America. A series which I very highly recommend anyone to watch. It's based on a book of the same name by Susanna Clarke. One of my favourite novels of all time. Really, really great book. It's about magicians in the 18th century in England, and this kind of magical war of attrition between these two gentlemen who, which kind of ends cataclysmically, and it's about the link between the normal world and the world of fairy. And that involves the Mad King George III sat in front of a piano in a very pivotal scene, and really reminds me of that. I'm not seeing many signs of life around here, but okay, so that's blocked off and there's a rune behind it. There is a bloodfly keeper. I was going to say there aren't many signs of life, but there's a bloodfly swarm over there, we can tell by the keeper. So it's looking like Stilton's lost his mind based on what he's saying here. And he seems to be at least partially aware of the state that his mansion's got into. But this is very, very cool nonetheless. I really like the design.
Time is leaking, coming out of the walls.
Very atmospheric.
Why do so many have so little?
Jessamine's just saying generic things. Nothing of particular interest here. I think we can fall down into his room.
And tell the Empress that the Duke is in the garden digging up corpses, and he has learned how to sing. She'll know what you mean.
Hey, buddy.
Theo? Where are you, my friend? I must speak to you. Let's have tea in the kitchen.
Okay.
Snap out of it, man.
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should. Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
Right. The timepiece. Use the timepiece to travel between present and past. Use left trigger to change timelines. Press X to fold or unfold the lens showing the other timeline. Change timelines to circumvent obstacles and escape enemies. You can't change timelines when an obstacle occupies your destination. Time passes in both timelines regardless of which you occupy. Changes made in the past have consequences in the present. So,
Theo, warm the quilts, will you? I feel like it's going to be cold tonight.
yes indeed, my dear fellow. So, he mentioned that,
That thing of bones that Ashworth made. It's on the ceiling. I hear it at night. Bones from the deep, far beneath the waves.
So he mentioned the outsider, I mean, that magic doesn't work properly in this place, and he's right. As you can see that the icon at the top left is greyed out. That means that we can't rely on magical powers like blink, bend time, dark vision. We only have our weaponry,
Ashworth,
I guess.
dosh and little.
Yeah, weaponry works, and we have this timepiece and the heart, of course. Now, the timepiece is like a watch, and what we can do here is we can open it and look through the window, and as you can see through the window,
Ashworth helped open the way.
the window shows the mansion 3 years ago, on the night that
Quiet.
the ritual with Delilah occurred. Now, if I've understood this correctly, we can pull the trigger.
By the Void.
Yeah, and we move back in time 3 years. Then if we look through the window, we can see the mansion in the present day, with Stilton there, mad as a wicket.
He's out back. I need the code to the study.
It's in his notebook, ma'am.
And
But he
so-
leaves it with him.
Thank you, Corporal. Speaking bluntly, I really
Ooh,
don't like Stilton's death.
blueprint. Traditional Sirconian songs. So, this mission has the kind of unique sort of a pattern. So you see here there is a fence blocking this,
Under my shirt.
and we can't get out of the room this way. But in the past there was a door, and presumably the fence wasn't there, barred off, sealing Stilton in. So if we move back in time, actually I'm just going to drop a quick save, move back in time, we can have a look through here and see. Yeah, Looks safe.
The
Master
only way
key is
out of here
needed.
is through the present, using this timepiece.
Oh right, okay, so we need to go into the present time, and
What time is it? Is it the time I think it is?
we need to then go through the door, switch back in time, and here we are on the other side, in the past. So this is going to basically break my brain, I have to warn you guys, because this is very deep stuff. But technically, in technical terms, it's absolutely incredible. The way that they have these two parallel things running at the same time, and you can see through the window in the timepiece that there are guards walking around in the past. Obviously there are not, you know, in the present.
Stilton had taste before lunacy took his mind.
Why does Stilton even bother trying to impress people like the Duke and that curator?
So this is like the kitchen where the staff are. But we've got through a place that
Stilton's manor
was
is
blocked
falling
in
apart.
the present. So, and there is a rune upstairs. So I'm wondering if there's anything interesting in here, but it doesn't look like there is. Some jellied eels, which I need to replenish some health though. So what I'm just kind of trying to get acquainted with how this all works. And not do that. Get the timepiece. And can I move through it in the past? The kitchen key is needed. Do you have it? Now it said that both timelines move in kind of, you know, they move forward regardless of which timeline you occupy, so we need to be careful here. If one of these kitchen maids detects the body of the other kitchen maid in the past, then they will all run haywire regardless of whether or not we are in the past, if that makes sense. So this is all very deep stuff, and it's kind of, in one way it's very cool that they have decided to do this just as a one-off, but in another way it's like, I would totally play a whole game of this. It's like Portal or something, you know. It's really it really challenges the way that you sort of think about physical space, and it's very creative indeed. Is that something that's worth money? No. Ah, but in this timeline, this vent is open, and that gets us through. So we have to explore this in this timeline. Jelly deals. Ah, so this cupboard thing blocks it from the other side, but in the past, maybe something collectible. There is a health elixir, which we don't need. Can't get through the window there, but right, this isn't very useful, but I'm kind of thinking I'm sort of starting to get a feel for how it all works. You see, in the past, this thing blocks the vent, but then if we move back in time, it's open and we can go through. This window is very useful because we can see... We can see how it... Sorry, how it relates to us. So we can see before we go into the past where these guards are and stuff. You see I can walk straight up to this guard. Check out the guy's patterns and routines before we do this. Okay, so we need to be in the past to go through this door, for example. Master key is needed for that though. So what we can do is have a look at these guys and see if any of them are carrying a key. What have you got? Nothing really. But once again, you can see that these things are all blocked in the present. But if we quickly switch into the past, then... Oh dear. Yeah, you see we've aggroed the guards, but now we've switched back to the present. You can see them all running around confused. And what we really... Okay, well, I could try just getting these guys with a stun mine, I guess. It's worth a try, isn't it?
Hello? Anybody? Don't you. I'm not in the mood. Hey, show yourself.
Come on, boys. Hey, hey. Oh god, that hurt.
Finally know your place.
Bloody hell. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Aha. So this may be more of a pondersome mission. It's more... It seems to be largely... Oh god, I'm back here. It seems to be sort of largely about what... kind of what... It's sort of about detecting what doors are blocked off and which ones you can open in the past and which in the present, like this, and then switching back. But I'm gonna have a look through here again. Right, I'm going to wait for this guy to turn round and then I'm going to switch timelines. Come on, buddy. Come on. Don't be shy. There you go.
Who's there?
Change. Change timeline. Right. Okay, so they saw me. I'm looking for the master key though. I'm not seeing it. Ah. In the past there is a huge door here which is unblocked at this point. So if I change into the past here, yes. The commutative rats and the weeper. I'll take it. So this is like in a safe. What's this? So this is in a safe which is sealed in the past. Precious urn. Do not touch the statue. Do not try to move the statue by yourself. It's heavy and unstable. We'll wait for Jamie to come back and do it together. I know you meant good by putting it in the hall, but Mr. Stilton is not the type who enjoys contemplating his own face over dinner. Also, this bust was a gift from the Duke's father, the late Duke Theodanus. Sad memories for Mr. Stilton. Anyway, the statue's back in the vault, but he wants it facing the wall, which is going to require some sweat. The good news is that he agreed to remove the creepy painting he bought at the flea market in the dining hall, so I put it in there as well. Manny. It's weird. Okay. Open sesame. Lots of money. Silver and gold ingots, coins, bullets, howling bolts. Good stuff. All good. Ah, there's a way through there, but it's... Hang on a second. So in the present, I appear to be stuck. Terrific. So in the present, there appears to be... The statue is...
I might be able to get around that, going back into the past.
Right. So how is this working? Because do I just have to destroy this? Ah. Yes. So I destroy the statue, and then it's gone in the present. Which makes sense. It's like Back to the Future. What's in here? Anything collectible? Well, some sort of secret lab or something. Bone charm. Not far away. And what's this? So this appears to be somewhere that I have sort of opened up in the past, right? Yeah, by the looks of it. Give me that. Sleep darts, useful to have. Once again, the master key is needed. Where do I get it? And in this timeline, there's a black bone charm not far away. So how do I get this master key? Because it's sort of it appears to be pivotal on everything. Unless I can unblock that door from the other side. Which I don't appear to be able to. So the safe is open in the present day now I've opened it, which is cool. Right. So I'm looking for the master key. I'm also looking for... I haven't been upstairs yet in the place in the past. So that's something to consider. This is where I initially aggroed all the guards in like the dining room and stuff. Have you got a key on your belt? I mean, I could try dealing with these guys with a stun mine.
Who's that? Hey, who is...
Come hither. There's 1, 2,
This won't take long.
3. Oh, there's loads of them. Ah, you're there. Ow. Veteran. So I didn't get the master key from any of those. Handbook for new miners. Nice. I guess we'll leave it at that. And in the... Alright, so this is blocked by a giant statue in the present. So what's through here in the past? Ah, this is the way I came from. Yeah, alright. So we haven't been upstairs yet. There is also a place through here. Which is blocked. What's that? What's that objective marker? Combination. Is it really? Yeah, once again, master keys needed. To all of you working tonight, Mr. Stilton asked me to restrict access to the Great Hall after the arrival of the Duke and his other guests. They'll have their own people with them tonight for security. I'll be in the dining room if needed. Captain Cordero. So that may have been the
I feel so bad.
that may have been the guys we took, the veterans we took down in the dining room there. So for now, we'll have a look up here. This is very cool though. It's like, it's very cerebral. It works really well. Right, what are we looking at up here? It's not looking particularly guarded, but this is another place that we can only get to
What
this
will
way.
change in the
Ah,
present
okay.
based on what I do here tonight?
Come on. Right. So we're through this door, which was blocked by travelling in time. Makes sense. In here, someone is playing the harp. They appear to just be a civilian. I'm going to check. There's a rune over there. Let's see if we can get to that. It's on the other side. Okay. So, the heart does seem to be sensitive to which timeline you're looking at. And there is a rune, yoink. How many does that give us? 5, and it's 4 per possession 1. What are the upgrades on this? Sprint faster, take less fall damage. Let's take possession 1, because then we can at least possess animals. And to possess corpses is 1 more. Or to extend the duration is 1 more. And chain hosts cost 3, and then it's a further 4, so it's 7 more to get human possession. But let's take corpse possession. That could be useful. Right. What's going on here? That's the main entrance, which appears to be shut in the past, presumably to stop us going back to the Dust District in the past. Okay, so let's have a look at this for this combination. It's over this way. Through this door, which appears to be blocked.
You have to understand. I'm going to...
Oh god. You didn't see me. Oh, you did see me. Terrific. Well. We're looking for more places where we can get through like this.
I can't do anything for you.
At least we have the safe zone of travelling in through the present day. That does make it... It does at least sort of give us time to think about things. The woman playing the harp. And where was the collectible here? There's a bone charm up above. Okay. And what's happening here in the past? Ah, that's above the dining room where I took the guys out. Okay. So can I blink to this?
This place is cursed, cracked. I can feel the void seeping in.
No, I can't. So, is there any way I can get to that in the past? Yes, there is a chandelier right there. What about guards in the past? Oh, I took them all out. Okay, right, okay. I'm starting to get it. God, this is weird. So you can jump across these because they exist in the past. And then... Oh dear. Right. So... If we were to blink back up... Which I can't do. I keep... Sorry, I'm such an idiot. I can't blink. I need to jump. I need to jump, and then I need to waste a sleep dart, waste another sleep dart, and then reload the game, because I'm an idiot. Deary me. I'm slightly out of my depth with this. Okay. So where were we? We were back here. We need to change timeline. And then look and see where the... Okay, so from... here. And then up there. And then can we... Right, what I'm wondering about is if I can jump and then change timeline. No. So it looks like it has to be from the third one. Okay, I get it. I get it. So we change timeline. Jump across all of the chandeliers. To the third one. Change timeline. And somehow that's higher up. Okay, so I might need to jump and change timeline. Jesus Christ. They don't make this easy. This had better be worth it, whatever it is. Right. Once again. So now, I'm going to quick save it. I'm going to jump. Where is it then? Directly above. But I don't understand how... I should be able to jump and change timeline. There we go. That did it. Right. think we should now be clear to get up there. There we go. That's pretty clever. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. I like it. Coins and a bone charm. Combustion. What does it do? Your grenades inflict more damage. Not useful. Not useful. Let's see about... what does this look like in the past? Ooh, raw whalebone. Okay. Jellied eels. Does this door work in the past? Nope. Fine and dandy. Right, okay, well we've made some progress, albeit very inelegantly. I will end this episode here, and next time we will continue to explore this time-travelling mansion. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do consider pressing like. That does really help me, and I'll be your best friend if you do that. And I will see you next time for more Dishonored number 2. Take care. Goodbye.